So this time on Digimon Data Squad, Marcus and Agumon, I mean Masaru, damn it.
Savers, Masaru.
Savers Masaru. You know what, screw it. I've got control of editing. I'm just gonna cut that out. Oh hey, Digimon! This time on Digimon Data Squad, Masaru and Gamamon, fuck damn it. I don't care. We'll keep it in. We're going live. We'll do it live.
So yeah, I agree. This is a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, so Toma, using his powers of invisibility, slips by Yoshino, goes to the digital world, and then Masaru bluntly charges in and is like, "Hey, I want to go to the digital world. I want to go to the digital world." Starts throwing a tantrum and kicking the device.
Yeah,
Yoshino's just like, "Okay."
I love that he's just like, I'm going whether you want me to or not. And he just starts kicking the crap out of the machine. And Yoshino's like, no, please don't do that. You'll break it.
She is so bad at her job.
Yeah, it's like... That's the thing. I was thinking like, oh, do you have a Digimon? Can't you stop him? And it's like, oh, wait, right, it's Masaru. She can't.
I mean, he probably wouldn't want to actually hurt her. So if she evolved Lalamon to Sunflowermon, they could probably force him out.
And I'm imagining like Masaru would have way less like problems with evolving and using like attacks in the head cores than Yoshino would, and like he would be more than willing to punch out Lalamon to like evolve Agumon for this.
Sure, but also the commander shows up very shortly after he goes, so all she would have to do is keep him busy for a moment. Not that she would know he was coming, but still.
Oh yeah. Yoshino
Also,
is so bad at her job, holy crap.
She is so bad at her job. Also, why did the commander show up at like midnight at the facility?
I know, maybe it's to see how things are going in the graveyard shift.
Yes, like Toma snuck in, Masaru wanted to sneak in, Yoshino was on duty, so she was supposed to be there.
Yeah, I can
and then
just
the commander
imagine.
just shows up.
Like, yeah, she's just kind of chilling out, looking at cats. The commander just walks in, and she's just like, "Oh, cats, haha," and he's like, "What? No, don't slack off at work." But yeah, they actually do send to the digital world, and it's like, okay, yeah, we can just like go there now. And it's like they go there, they lose the signal, and they just get sent back. So it's like, yeah, we can just go to the digital world whenever. Like, it's not like a weird thing. It's not like, like some special. Like, we can just do this.
Yeah, apparently the only hiccup is that they never tried it, and now that they have, that opens up the opportunity to go to the digital world for whatever reason, I guess.
I like that there's a moment where he's like kicking the machine and he's like, no, I want to go. And Yoshino steps inside the machine with him to try and stop him. And I'm like, wait, are they gonna get transported together?
That would have been a good twist.
Cause it's like, I don't know if you've like heard of The Fly, but I was like, wait, wouldn't this just cause some horrible like freaking like abomination?
Yeah, but this is Digimon. They wouldn't fly it.
Oh yeah. They wouldn't like just fuse them together horrifically until they decide to transport back or something.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get like stuck with Agumon or something though, because it's like I understand like your possessions being different from you, but it's like if you're going with another independent thing, that seems like there's a lot of points of failure that could happen. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point, like, I don't know. I guess the easiest explanation for it is that's not what this episode is about.
Yeah,
Masaru,
this
Masaru,
exclamation is that it's a kid's show, so we can't do that.
yeah, Masaru getting horrifically fused to Agumon isn't what we're going for.
It's
I
just
mean,
funny to think about, I think.
we could have had like a weird Digimon Frontier situation where like he kind of becomes like half human, half Digimon thing that isn't horrific.
He becomes Agumon Man.
Yeah, Agumon.
He comes out the other side and he's Agumon Bond of Courage. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, we could have had like a weird situation where it's just like, oh yeah, Masaru and Agumon fused to make like this new Agumon variant that's like more humanoid.
Well, if you just put like a bunch of different really specific Digimon into the teleporter together and send them off together, and they like fuse into Chimeramon. Like, I know there's not enough room, but that'd be really funny though.
Yeah, Chimeramon's made up of a whole bunch of big Digimon.
Yeah, oh yeah, a lot of big Digimon. Yeah, let's go the description of the story pretty quickly. Yeah, from remember, Yoshi does have an arc about inferiority complex, so we'll see if she isn't handled as bad as I remember. I hope she gets something. I hope she gets literally, like, anything.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if Yoshino wasn't absolutely useless the entire series.
Damn it, there's that thing at the bottom of the screen again. Dang, I couldn't, like, oh well, yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna say, I didn't see anything until you started moving the image.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, can I just blow this one up and, like, yeah, but, like, the normal, you know, size and proportions? And it's like, nope, alright, never mind. Right, we do get something interesting here, which is that when they go to the digital world, you know, Masaru's like, oh yeah, it's my first time here, and Agumon's like, oh yeah, mine too. And it's like, okay, wait, what?
My guess for why is that an egg found its way over to the other side and they hatched it, and he hatched over there.
Yeah, makes sense. Meaning that
But, yeah.
Agumon evolved to, like, Rookie really fast.
Usually it doesn't take a baby form to that long to get to Rookie.
Yeah, like, it seems to be, like, and this is a pretty logical thing, but it seems to be establishing that, like, you know, if you give, like, a Digimon enough energy, it'll just naturally evolve, which, you know what? Yeah, makes complete sense.
Yeah, well, it feels like Rookie is like the standard, like for most Digimon.
Yes. Rookie or Champion.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Like,
But for the sake of anime protagonist man, it's Rookie.
I always got the impression that there are, like, way more champions in the digital world than there are rookies, right? And that's, like, anything above that is kind of, like, uncommon, and above that is, like, pretty rare, which I feel like that's pretty fair, right? That seems, like, logical enough.
Yeah, champion doesn't seem like too big of a leap to get to.
Yeah. At least they got to digital world stuff out of the way, and it'd be interesting how I traveled to and from was when Ren, well, at least this show says they didn't do it and move on a bit. Yeah. For what it's worth, yeah.
It opens up the possibility for more interesting locations. Oh, there's something crazy going on in the digital world. You guys go check it out.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I honestly do really like how the digital world looks in this series, too.
Yeah, they got the thing, like the motherboard sky or whatever, and like the water is like weird and glitchy.
Yeah, it's like pixelated. It's like a really good balance where it's like, it's not as crazy or interesting as 3's was, but it's a really nice balance of like the technological elements and the natural elements, right?
Yeah. There's just like a giant coliseum made of crystals at one point. There's like just random monitors just flashing random patterns just sitting in like on the planes. Yeah, it feels right.
Yeah, I'm cool with Evo's via time and energy if they don't have a partner. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been the thing, is just like, yeah, Digimon have always been able to evolve. It's just way easier with a partner.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, whether or not we see how it happens. Because, like, sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. And it's, like, just kind of matter of, like, yeah.
Yeah.
But get to digital world, we check around a bit, and it's like, oh, hey, there's that Drimogemon. And here's where the episode really starts, because the whole thing is that it's like Drimogemon just straight up traps them in like a cave and just drops them into the underground and just leaves.
Yeah. It turns out Toma and Galmon fell for it too.
Yeah, so they're trapped in this labyrinthine like underground cave network, which we have really cool, nice little visual of to demonstrate how like crazy and complicated it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, I really love the dynamic here, because it's like, Masaru just sort of meets with Toma, and he's like, oh, hey, you mean you fell down here too? Oh, that's so funny, even you make mistakes, haha. And he realizes he's actually injured, and he's like, alright, wait, hang on, let me, like, help you out, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a man helps his fellow man, like gives them support so they can get through the tunnels.
This is like, I feel like this is exactly what I was kind of like wanting from the last episode, where it's like, you see that like both of them have their own ways of doing things, and they both kind of have a point. Like, you see they're in the tunnels, and like Masaru's like, oh yeah, we'll just go in random directions, let's go this way. And Toma's like, no, wait, stop, like, I put an object there to mark like the directions I've been, that way just loops around, that's nothing. And it's like, oh yeah, smart.
Yeah, even Masaru is just like, oh hey, that's pretty smart, good job.
Yeah, I really like they, like, realizes what it is, and, like, appreciates it. He's like, oh, yeah, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, instead of getting, like, mad at it for some reason.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of good understanding going on in this episode, where it's like, they're both kind of, like, doing things, and they, like, they're, like, figuring out each other's, like, methods, kind of.
Yeah, so at this point, Masaru learns that Toma's like intelligence is really good for a lot of things, and then they get to where the Drimogemon is, and like Toma's like trying to devise like these strategies and everything is like we got to get somewhere or whatever, and Masaru is like screw it, and he jumps and like grabs everybody and jumps onto the back of the Drimogemon, and then like he just kind of wings it, and they get to the surface, and it's like. Later, Toma's like, so you planned that, right? And Masaru's like, nope.
And he's like, what's a plan? Can you eat it?
And it's like, oh, okay, sometimes it's a good idea to just act on instinct.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to trust your gut on things.
Yeah.
Because if we followed Thomas's lead, then, like, we'd still be stuck in the labyrinth. Yeah. They'd still be trying to find their way out of this kind of impossible situation. But you also at the moment where it's like, like Masaru's like, alright, let's just evolve and bust out here, and Toma's like, no, wait, you'll cause a cave-in. And he, like, very kind of, like, quickly demonstrates that the tables are, like, the tunnels are, like, unstable and stuff. And, to Masaru's credit, he stops and he's like, okay, alright, I won't do anything. This is actually a big deal. Like, he backs off and, like, respects his plan for a moment.
Yeah, Masaru understands reason, which is kind of out of character, but hey.
Yeah, I think after the coin thing, it works, because he's like, what, maybe he does know what he's talking about.
Yeah, maybe I should listen.
Yeah. Maybe I should listen, but also, let's just ride this Drimogemon to freedom.
Yeehaw.
Let's go. Oh man, I love that he just jumps on him as soon as he figures out he can like ratatouille which direction it's going. He just is like, alright, well hey, go to the wall and dig straight up. Let's do this.
Which, planned or not, was a good move.
Yeah. And yeah, they straight up managed to, like, just get him into the crystal cave and just do the thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that the weird big Crystal Coliseum thing came into play.
Yeah. Like, I remember when I first saw that location, I'm like, okay, that's a cool thing. Are we going back there? And it's like, okay, yeah, no, we are. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, even Drimogemon can't dig through like solid crystal or whatever it is.
Yeah. Man, I like that they just, like, worked on with so many other weird little, like, areas and stuff, so it didn't feel as, like, blatant as it could have, Like, it's not super well hidden, but they disguised it a bit, just a bit.
Yeah, just a weird place in the digital world. And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh hey, we can use that.
Masaru may be hot-headed, but he seems to be the type to learn from his mistakes and take the blame. Oh, heck yeah. He's all about the accountability. A true man's man. Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, they punch him out, and like, oh, holy crap, like, Drimogemon's just digivolving, and he's really strong now.
Yeah, he evolved from a champion to a champion?
To an armor form? Yeah, alright, sure.
Sure, why not? You know what? I'll chalk it up to the Crystal Cave doing it to him for some reason.
He needed to be able to dig harder, so he turned into a form with more dig power.
The Digi-Egg of wisdom is there somewhere.
Yeah,
Knowledge,
we're just not gonna worry about, like, the whole armor evolution, like, Digimental thing.
Yeah.
It's fine, honestly, it's fine. It's a bit weird, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see Digimon again.
Yeah, first fight gave him somewhat of a challenge. Yeah, Digimon's like the strongest thing they've fought so far. I feel like that's gonna be the case for a good bit.
Yeah.
Like, they hit him with the freaking Mega Flame, and it seemingly doesn't even, like, phase him. Like, he's too durable.
Yeah, he's fine. And yeah,
Armo Evos in 2006? Nah.
So yeah, I mean the fight doesn't go on too much longer. They're just like Tomo's like, hey, remember when we like fired our attacks against each other and they were opposed? What if we combined them? And Masaru's like, will that work? And Tomo's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Good moment. Good moment of Toma being like, you know what, I should just, like, think outside the box and try something risky too for a moment.
Which is kind of silly. They could have actually still worked in his logic thing because like it's like, okay, let's try like this big like battle move and combine our powers. But also I deduced based on the fact that like wind powers fire.
Yeah. I kind of like that he's just, like, winging it and going off of his gut, Like, it shows that Masaru is kind of, like, rubbed off on him a bit, right? I think that's a good detail, yeah. Also, holy crap, I know it's normal for people to get swatted away by Digimon. Masaru gets punched with, like, a giant insect's drill arm. He should be so dead. If that drill was spinning even a little, it would have, like, impaled him so hard.
Nah, he's fine.
Masaru's too tough for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so goofy.
Yeah. The solution, like going back to like them leading Drimogemon to the cave, it actually kind of caught me off guard because I thought it was Masaru was going to lead him to the water.
Yeah, which I guess that would have made sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, the big crystal coliseum thing. All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it worked. At first I thought it was like ice, and I'm like, wait, can he just dig it's like, oh wait, no, it's crystal. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was ice too, and so they mentioned it was crystal.
Nice love tip, drill bug guy. What? Alright. He's a manly man. Oh man. But yeah, good one. And they have the kind of goofy, like, moment of, like, oh, we started the big song as soon as we did the attack. So now the song has to keep going a bit, and just like, over them talking to each other.
It's like, yeah, attack, combine your thing, and they make a big fire tornado, and it disintegrates Digimon.
Yeah. Man. I kind of wish
Also,
they expanded a bit more on, like, the whole negative emotion thing, like, why, Drimogemon was so weird and stuff, but you know what, this is fine, this is good.
we'll get to it later, I'm
We'll
sure.
get to it later.
Also, Masaru yells out something about like it thought like all that matters is that this guy dies or something, and it's like that's kind of harsh.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's like, until Stan otherwise, it seems like Drimogemon's just kind of fine. Like, he's just chilling, And they just,
Yeah,
like, they're going out of the way to murder this effing thing for seemingly no reason.
yeah. He just went
Like,
home and started digging tunnels. Like, okay,
get there's probably gonna be way more to it, but it's like, yeah, as far as we see, Like, it
yeah,
doesn't seem to be that evil.
yeah. The way it looks, they chase it home and kill it.
Yeah, we have to murder it and then send it back to the real world so we can teleport it back to the digital world.
I have to assume, like, I know you're just saying that as a joke. I have to assume that they just leave the egg. Why would they
Yeah.
bring it back?
Oh, man. Also, it probably is important to note that as soon as they start moving around, the computers in the real world lose the track on their signal, like, immediately.
Let's the implication is they lose the signal when they go underground.
Is that the implication? I thought they just, like, lost it
Yeah,
because they're in the digital world, and it's just hard to track things there.
no, because they had Masaru's signal until he fell underground. Also,
Huh. Okay, yeah, maybe. That would make sense. I'll have to, like, see if they, like, come back to that, because that's probably what it is, but it would be really interesting if you just go to the digital world and people just can't keep track of where you are?
yeah, nah, I'm pretty sure it's just because they went too far underground, so they lost their signal.
I think the idea is because he has that negative influence. They're lucky he went underground first. Just guessing that, assume it can spread if he's always around other Mons. Yeah, maybe. No, I guess I'll see. I guess we'll see, yeah. But yeah, really good episode, and they do the whole, like, fist bump, and they're, like, cool now.
Yeah,
And that's how Masaru learned that teamwork was the most important thing of all. Speaking of
teamwork.
which, Digimon Savers episode 6, the one where him and Greymon get into a big fight and, like, Agumon leaves him and Masaru's like, screw everyone, I need to do this on my own.
Yeah, it's really weird that we go from the previous episode to Masaru being like, "I don't need a partner. What's teamwork?" And like,
Yeah.
it's so strange.
Like, I like that it goes there. I honestly do like this episode for the most part, and I feel like it's pretty, like, worth doing, just to be like, oh yeah, this is why these two are such a good team and stuff. But it's also like, wow, after the last one, this is, like, so jarring immediately. Because
Yeah,
he
it feels
goes
like
from, like, yeah, let's work together as partners, to him just rushing in on his own and leaving everyone behind like an idiot.
yeah, it really feels like maybe this episode and the previous episode should have been swapped or something.
Yeah, made this, like, honestly, I would have just, like, written Toma Av this episode completely and just put this before the other two.
Yeah,
Just have this be, like, before, Toma even shows up. So it's like, Masaru learns the value of teamwork, and then Toma shows up, and it's like, okay, well, let's, like, get used to this guy then, or something. Seems like they had the episode because they kind of have to. Yeah, maybe.
yeah, we need the premise where the partners don't get along, which I guess kind of makes sense. Masaru and Agumon kind of met under like uh, hostile conditions.
Yeah, it's like It's so believable that Masaru would have a big attitude problem and would, like, have a fight with his Digimon that it kind of feels like they had to showcase it at some point, right?
Yeah.
Kid show obligation? Yeah, probably. Still, I still kind of liked it, yeah.
I think it was fine. It's kind of funny seeing Agumon act like a big baby the entire episode.
Yeah, because they get into an argument over, like, nothing. Like, Agumon takes the last little, like, salmon puff or whatever the crap it is. And Masaru's like, no, you stole my food, damn it. Well, without me, you couldn't evolve anyways. And Agumon takes that super personally.
Oh, yeah, he's like in his Digivice and he's like, oh, yeah, he hurt my pride.
Yeah, how dare you tell me how dare you make fun of me for not being able to evolve? It's like clearly like a sore issue for him.
How dare you tell me a fact?
It's like, I like though when the chips are down, Agumon's still like, oh crap, I have to save him. And he's like, wait, no, that idiot.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they probably did it on purpose. Agumon still calls him Aniki even after they split up, and he's like, "I'm not calling you that anymore." And it's like, okay, Agumon still cares. He just wants an apology.
Yeah, they care. They're just like both too like arrogant and hothead for their own good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the whole like thing, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're split up. And it's like, all right, how do we deal with this? And the answer is that Masaru is going to run off and, like, fight a Digimon, zapping electricity everywhere and sucking up a power grid, like, on his own with his fists.
Yeah, Galmon actually talks.
Yeah, and I see Digimon act for the first time. Oh my god, yeah, Galmon uses real words, holy crap, he doesn't just say yes, master.
Yeah, he's still very stoic and like, yeah, the exact personality I expected. He's sitting there like drinking tea or something while like chastising Agumon. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Galmon's talking and trying to provide advice and like trying to make Agumon stop being such a baby.
Good luck staying in the Digivice forever then, I thought you didn't like being in there because it was too lonely, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, the members of DATS try to lure Agumon out with like a triple-decker hamburger or something.
Yeah. Man, Yoshino's lie was such bullcrap. All this super special Digimon food, like this freaking hamburger.
Like I mean, obviously she was just trying to get Masaru to like play along.
Yeah. Hamburger sounds good right now. You know what, actually does sound pretty good, man. That actually does sound really like, yeah.
It's a good shot of Elecmon.
Yeah, this is like the craziest Elecmon will ever look in anything.
Yeah, I kind of love it.
Yeah, Elecmon just goes full unhinged and is just laughing like a madman while getting juiced up. Oh, man. But yeah, Elecmon just gets free, absorbs a bunch of energy, and just sort of turns into Black Garurumon. And it's immediately like, oh yeah, you know what, this makes sense. Oh crap, this is a problem.
Yeah. Also, I like that the fight eventually turns into a Greymon variant fighting a Garurumon variant.
Yeah. Ah, damn, the bonus screen's back again. Alright, well, whatever. We know what Garurumon looks like now.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, it's our boy.
Also, it kind of surprised me when they weren't specifically calling it Black Garurumon whenever they were talking about it. But it's like, no, I guess that makes sense. You just call it a Garurumon, and like the fact that it's black is just obvious, so why would you bring it up?
Yeah, it makes enough sense to call it that, but it's specifically Black Garurumon. It's like one word is the official, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, done since no other Ogmons on the main team. Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah,
Honestly, like,
it's
people can say this is kind of pandering, and it kind of is. I don't care. I love it.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
This is,
I
like,
like
far
that.
enough removed that it's great.
Yeah, Elecmon turns into Garurumon, and then Masaru like tries to fight it and jumps on its back, and he just kind of rides it down down the train tracks. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's trying to throw him off, and Masaru just won't let go.
Yeah, eventually his arms give out and he has to let go, and by then they're just so far away from everyone else.
Yeah, I just like the fact that like that's actually what Garurumon was doing. Because as soon as Masaru lets go, he turns around to face him. It's just like, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, he's ready. Like, Masaru fights this Garurumon, and it's like, yo, he manages to just dodge its freaking claw swipe just super good. And he does, like, what I can only describe is like an aerial, like, bicycle kick to the face, followed by, like, a punch to the chest, and, like, some sort of Street Fighter aerial combo. And he's like, okay, yeah, now Agumon. And he's like, oh right, Agumon isn't here. And he's like, crap, what do I do next?
Yeah, it's Masaru actually gets a few hits in, which isn't too crazy. We already know he can actually land a hit on a Digimon. Kind of important for for the evolution process.
Yeah.
But yeah, Agumon's not there to evolve, and he's like, "Oh crap!" And then Garurumon like pins him to a wall.
He's just so used to things being like he punches a Digimon and then it dies that he forgot that he can't down a Digimon.
Yeah,
Man, I just love that little detail. That he's so used to this. They just hits them and he's like, okay, yeah, Agumon. And he's like, wait a second.
whoa, crap.
Yeah, freaking
Also,
Garurumon just tries to, like, eat him, just straight up. And he's like forcing him back, like it's trying to just swallow him.
yeah. Also, the old man who had the Digivice shows up again. He's a fortune teller now, I guess.
Yeah.
Masaru beats up some like random delinquents.
Yeah, they get in his way and he just beats the crap out of all of them just for the sake of it off screen.
Yeah, he's like, "You caught me in a bad mood," and he beats them all.
Oh, man. Honestly, yeah, like, I get that it's, like, kind of forced and it's, like, whatever, but I don't know, I really like this episode. Yeah, I think this, like, felt necessary for his character to be like, you know what? Masaru's got, like, some attitude problems, but yeah, you know, him and Agumon really can just, you know, put aside their crap and work together.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
this is why they are a team outside of just fighting each other. Like, there's more to it. They need
yes,
each other.
yeah. This episode's fine.
Can Digimon really only be defeated by other Digimon? And he's like, crap, I guess so.
To be fair, if that Elecmon had stayed in Elecmon, I fully believe Masaru could have beat it.
Yeah, Masaru would have curb stomped the crap out of it.
Yeah, rookie level's something that Masaru could handle, but the problem is they don't usually stay rookies.
Man, and there's just so much good framing with, like, you know, Garurumon just like towering over him and being like super imposing and stuff. And you know, it's like, oh, this thing is huge. How do we even?
Oh yeah,
That's the thing I should mention. It's like, I feel like, you know, as you can kind of see from the images, there's been like some rough looking shots. But like, I think the animation's really like picked up over these last two episodes. Like, there's a lot of really nice, expressive, like, you know, like poses and stuff for a lot of these characters now and stuff, it feels like.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Geogramon looks great here.
Yeah, like, I was kind of complaining about that early on, but it feels like they've really stepped up their game already, and this is only like 5 or 6 episodes in. Like, they
Yeah.
really got their crap together, it feels like. But yeah, I don't know, is there anything else we really want to say about this?
Nah. A pretty good episode.
Pretty good episode, yeah.
I don't have any complaints.
Just, like, I'm kind of surprised that people, like, from what I was hearing, were kind of, like, down on Data Squad in the first, like, chunk or whatever, until, like, the big plot picks up. Because it's, like, episode 1, I wasn't super into it, but it's, like, ever since then, it's just kept getting better, and I've just kept getting, like, more and more into it as it goes. Like, this is already, like, pretty good feeling, you know? Like, this is working for me, I think.